Hello, I'm Morgan Thompson. The Supreme Court will decide if states can ban same-sex marriage. The court says it will hear cases concerning marriage restrictions in Michigan, Kentucky, Ohio, and Tennessee. A ruling is set to come down sometime before the end of June. President Obama and British Prime Minister David Cameron talked about cybersecurity and the terror attacks in Paris earlier today. But the president also had a warning for Congress about new sanctions against Iran.
There is no good argument for us to try to undermine the negotiations until they've played themselves out.
The House has already voted to move ahead on stiffer sanctions against Iran, but the president says he will veto any sanctions bill that lands on his desk. President Obama also mentioned cybersecurity and protecting American businesses. And speaking of cybersecurity, check out this series of bizarre tweets from the New York Post. Apparently, someone hacked the Post and sent out these fake news updates. A spokeswoman acknowledged the hack but didn't offer any further information. Police captured dozens of suspected radicals during counterterrorism raids carried out across Europe today. In Belgium, security remains tight in the town of Verviers, where 2 suspects died during a gunfight with police last night. Officials say they were able to stop an imminent terror plot.
They had plans to kill policemen. I cannot give any comment on any plans for abducting or beheading people.
Belgian police are questioning suspects involved in that plot. Back here in the U.S., a judge denies bail for a man charged with plotting to attack Washington, D.C. Defense attorneys argued that Christopher Cornell had never been in trouble before and didn't pose a flight risk, but the judge denied that request. Authorities say that Cornell planned to attack the U.S. Capitol with guns and explosives. In D.C., the top White House official in charge of the Obamacare rollout is now on her way out. Marilyn Tavenner, chief of the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid, will step down at the end of next month. Last fall, she admitted that her agency messed up the calculations on how many people had enrolled for health care. Pope Francis is in the Philippines today. He offered a strong defense against artificial conception, urging families to be, quote, sanctuaries for respect for life. The Pope also denounced corruption in the Asian country, telling officials to end poverty and social inequality. And the NCAA will restore wins stripped away from Penn State and Joe Paterno. Paterno was the winningest coach in college football, but that was all tarnished following a sex scandal involving an assistant coach. But the governing body of U.S. college sports decided to restore 112 wins today. That's your Newsmax Now update. Always stay connected at Newsmax.com.